Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Blessed of All, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Blessed of All, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Blessed of All is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Blessed of all.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed of all.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed of all.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Blessed of all.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Blessed of all.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Blessed of all.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvel Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it, and my name is Strategic.
Good afternoon. How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Lunch and Learn. My name is Coach Carvel Bailey, and I want to definitely welcome you to the show. All right, we got IG over here, of course. We got Facebook and we got Instagram over here. So again, welcome to the show. And so today, and I know that the tournament is on, and everybody is happy about the tournament. Maybe you watch the games, maybe you not, but I appreciate you being here with me during this time. So let me know what city and state that you checking in from today, right? Let me know what city and state you checking in from today. I got my IG on a different angle today, so we're gonna work with it, right? We're not gonna let technology beat us today. So what I want to talk about today, as you all may know, as you may not know, what we're having, Bless the Ball, right? We're having a basketball weekend, right? A basketball weekend where we are having a coaching clinic on Friday, as well as we're having a basketball boot camp on Saturday. So Friday, April the 8th, we're having a coaching clinic. And then Saturday, April the 9th, we're having a basketball boot camp. So I just want to give you all 4 reasons, right? 4 reasons why this is vital to attend, right? If you're a parent, if you're a coach, but definitely for your athletes. And so the first reason, right, and I'm going to break this down. Any of my people that's working at work jobs understand, that there's an office called the EEOC, right? The Equal Employment Opportunity Center, right? It means that everything has to be fair. Does that make sense? Right? So if you've heard of the EEOC, just drop a 1 wherever, you're watching this from. Drop a 1 in the comments, or just drop EEOC, right? That's better yet. Drop EEOC if you know what the EEOC department is, or if you've ever had to go to the EEOC, just drop an EEOC in the comments. But the first thing, so I'm going to break down the 4 reasons, and it's basically the EEOC of why, right? Again, Equal Employment Opportunities. Fletch, what up? We got Andre Fletcher on IG over here with us, right? EEOC though, Equal Employment Opportunities Career Choice Center, right? But the first E, why you should attend this event, that is in, right, it's going to be in Matson, Illinois, right? So those people that can get out, I want you to get out to Matson, Illinois, right off the expressway, I-57. But the first E is experience, right? So my coaches, my parents, and my athletes, all right, maybe I'll give you the backstory. I'll give you the context to this. So Friday night is the coaching clinic. But on Saturday, we're having a parent informational as well as a basketball boot camp. So you can't really improve the game of basketball. You can't really improve the athlete if you're not helping the parents. And you can't really improve the coaches if you're not helping to educate the parents and the athletes. But also the athletes can't get to the level they need to get if the coaches aren't learning certain things. Maybe certain things aren't being taught because your athlete coaches don't understand. So the first key is that they're going to get an experience, right? That experience is with my coaches, right? Experience in networking, how to properly network, right? For my athletes and my they're going to get drills. They're going to get a college style workout, right? But they're going to get an experience of being in a environment. In an environment, I could have used that other E, right? They're going to get the experience of being in an environment of learning. In an environment of learning. Now, I can't speak on what players do or what coaches do, right, with their practices, none of that. But if we're talking about having an experiment, them having an experience of being in an environment where they are getting what they need to get, everybody's not doing that. So that experience of getting those drills, understanding how to network, understand how to market themselves, as well as getting a full college style workout. That's one. The other E, and I'm going to go through these pretty fast. The other E is education. Now, remember I talked about having that experience of being in an environment to where it's all about education. Well, I've been in education for a long time, and I had a supervisor tell me, he said, education has not been about education for a long time. Education is about money. Education is about politics. And that's why a lot of our athletes, a lot of our student athletes are lost. Now, nobody is going to say that. Even as an educator, I'm not supposed to say that, but education is far from education. A lot of student athletes aren't being educated. A lot of students aren't being educated. But to really have that opportunity to get educated, not only of the game, but of life, and then being educated of themselves, have some self-awareness, right? Everybody that attends will get a survey to help them become more self-aware of how they prefer to act, how they prefer to communicate, how they prefer to behave. So you leave out this basketball weekend with a better education. Students are being allowed to do whatever they want to do in the classroom. Maybe that's because it's happening in the home, I'm not sure. But they're being allowed to do whatever they want to do in the classroom, and then that kind of carries over to the court. Or they're being able to do whatever they want to do on the court, and then that carries to the classroom and everywhere else. But then they wonder why they don't get the opportunity to continue to go up and up and up and up as they want. Coaches need to be educated. They need to be educated on how to do certain things, the proper way to do certain things, but also being educated, if nothing else, more about their team, their athletes, and about themselves. So the first E is experience, right? Everybody that attends this basketball weekend is going to get an A1 experience. The second E is they're going to be educated. They're going to get a sound education. And education and teaching, right? They're similar, but they're different. I like teaching. I don't really like training. And that's just a personal thing. But I like teaching. I really like teaching. Trainers, that's a whole other thing. Nothing against trainers. The trainers don't all the time teach. Coaches are great, but coaches aren't teachers. But then you have educators, right? And educators take it to a whole nother level. So they get educated. That's the second. Now here's the O, right? Remember we talked about EEOC. right? In the job world, in the real world, because that basketball is going to stop bouncing at some point in time. So in the real world, EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Center. So the O is just that, opportunity. Everyone that attends this weekend, every athlete that attends this weekend will get an opportunity to be a little bit different from what everybody else, right? Because most people will be at an AAU event, at a some type of basketball event, because you know that every basketball event is not an AAU event. There's club basketball and those things also, right? So they have an opportunity to be different. Excuse me, because majority of people, most people will probably be at a basketball game. They're going to be playing a game. So the people that attend this event will be different because they're coming to get developed. They're not just going to play a game, right? Even with my coaches on Friday night, on Saturday, most of them will be playing games. But who can invest in themselves and or their athletes for one day? One day for coaches, one day for athletes and fans. One day. Can you take a weekend off to get developed? So when you do come back, you'll be fine. See, a lot of people, again, is pushing exposure. Well, what happens when you get exposed, right? What happens when that athlete gets exposed? What happens when that coach gets exposed? But everybody wants exposure. You're in front of 500 coaches, and they figure out that you're not who you really say you are. And now you get exposed. Well, you can really go and get developed. Take one weekend and go get developed. One day and go get developed. Now, those coaches that register for our VIP, they actually get access to Saturday's event, right? They get to come and learn, see new drills and all of those things, right? But you get an education, you get an experience, and then you get the opportunity to be different, the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to learn, the opportunity to develop your craft. Is your athlete ready to develop their craft? Are they really developing their craft by playing games all the time? Are they really? Again, I have nothing against playing games, because you must play in order to put those things into practice. You must play to put the development into practice. But if you're not developing and you're just playing, well, what's happening? Now you're putting bad habits into play. Yeah, I just made a play on those words. Right? So we got experience. They'll get experience coming to this event. They'll get an education by coming to this event. They'll have an opportunity by coming to this event. But more importantly to see is they're going to have a chance. They're going to have a chance. By coming to this event, they will get a chance. A chance to do what? A chance to get better. Again, I have nothing against just right, play. You can play. But if you're not developing at some point, how are you going to get better? So they'll have a chance to get better. Coaches on that Friday night will have a chance to get better. Parents will have a chance to get better. They'll have a chance to learn, to educate themselves and their athletes. They'll also have a chance to become more marketable. I know coaches want to be more marketable. I know athletes want to be more marketable. Hell, parents want their athletes to be more marketable. And some parents out here, right? So you get a chance to become more marketable. Now, I ain't talking about, oh, you're going to get this exposure. I've never said that. I didn't use that E. I said they'll get an experience and they'll get an education. That's 100%. Fact. They'll get an opportunity to be different, to grow, to develop, but they'll get a chance to get better, to become more marketable, and guess what? Become more valuable. Now, again, this is on and off the court. They'll get an opportunity, a chance to become more valuable. Well, how are you going to give them that chance, Coach Bailey? How are you going to give them that chance? Because I'm opposed to challenge. Now, this event is not for the faint, is not for the weak. This event is not for the faint, is not for the weak. There may be some athletes that are trying to find a garbage can, that may be throwing up. There may be some athletes that may be pushed. There's going to be some coaches that's going to be talent. I see a lot of people don't like a challenge. Everybody wants it easy. Everybody wants it easy. That's why the transfer portal is the way it is. That's why kids jump from school to school, from AAU team, club team to team. They switch trainers, right? Everybody is moving because nobody really wants a challenge. Because we have the generation of soft basketball. So you come to this event, you're going to get an experience. You're going to get an education. You're going to get an opportunity. But more importantly, you're going to have a chance. And why are you going to have that chance? Because you're going to get talent. I'm not doing my job as a coach to athletes, to parents, or to other coaches if I'm not posing a challenge. Michael Jordan retired from basketball because he said Phil Jackson couldn't pose a challenge. When he left the Bulls the first time, he said, Phil Jackson couldn't give me no more challenge. So why am I doing that? That means if you don't have a challenge, I was at a basketball game the other day, right? A college that I used to work for, and they were playing a team, and the guy had goggles on. Now, this is no knock to anybody that wears glasses. I just want to give the disclaimer now. Coach Bailey not making fun of nobody that wears glasses. The older I get, my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. I have a scar, right? I'm not sure, right? If Facebook can see it, if Instagram can see it, I have a scar. We call these battle wounds, right? When I was in college and I got on my team, pre-game warm-up, right? The day before a game, we shoot layups, right? And this guy is not paying attention, right? I'm going for the rebound. He's shooting the layup, and he's just still looking at the rim, right? And his tooth go in my eye, right under here. And I had to wear goggles, and I felt a certain way. Now, I personally think that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is one of the greatest. Everybody talk about the GOAT, and they disrespect Kareem so bad. Again, education, right? A lot of coaches be in this whole Michael Jordan, LeBron James debate. Well, you left out Kobe, and you left out Kareem. You can't have that debate without Kobe and Kareem. I think Jordan is great. I don't have those type of debates, but they left out Kareem. So my point is, this gentleman had goggles on, right? And as this gentleman had goggles on, I'm like, this dude would score on me, not with goggles. Everybody looking at me like I'm crazy. They were looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, well, he's not going to score on me with goggles on. And they was like, what you mean? Well, I have to find a talent. I have to find a talent to make me play a little bit harder. If there's no challenge, there's no competition. That's another. So everybody was like, man, you crazy, man, you crazy. I said, no, and it's not a knock to the gentleman that wears goggles, because guess what? He had a flamethrower. He could shoot the leather off the ball. But I said, that dude wouldn't score on me. That was goggles. Because you have to find something
Aha. See? Told you. I'm not going to let technology get the best of me. So my phone was overheating in the car, so I had to come back to the classroom, right? But they're going to be challenged. There will be a challenge presented to each and every person that attends this basketball weekend. There's going to be a challenge, right? I just had a challenge. Look, I got 2 phones. I had them up in the windshield. Sunlight was on them. Both phones overheated. It went down on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. It was a challenge, but I had to get right back here to continue, because I believe what I have to say, right, is very important, and I know that it can help somebody else. But what happens a lot of times is athletes or coaches get faced with a challenge and they give in. They stop. They don't continue to compete. That's why, again, right? So I'm going to drop it here, right? If you want to take part of the boot camp, April the 9th, go register right now and take advantage of the early bird. Take advantage of the early bird rates for the basketball boot camp for our athletes. For our coaches, same way, right? April the 8th, 6 to 8 p.m., get registered for our coaches clinic. So we got the coaches clinic on the 8th. We got the basketball boot camp on the 9th, right? You can register at carvelbailey.com/clinic for the coaches clinic, boot camp for the basketball boot camp. Now, the rates will increase. The rates will indeed increase next week. So don't say I didn't warn you. And when it sells out, it sells out. So if we sell out during early bird, we sell out, because again, still pandemic, still COVID, right? Got my mask and all those things. We are taking a select number of participants, and especially with the boot camp, because the parents are involved. So it's going to be less participants because the parents get to sit in as well. So once it sells out, it's going to sell out. So again, if I were you, I would go get registered, but I'm not you. But hopefully you understand what I'm saying by this, that number 1, they'll have an experience. Number 2, they'll get an education. Number 3, they'll have an opportunity. And number 4, they'll be presented with a challenge. EEOC. All right. So again, this is Coach Carvel Bailey. I hope that this helped you, but go get registered. Seriously. Invest one day in yourself, my coaches, one day in yourself and your child, my parents, for your athlete. One day to be able to help them develop and become a much better person and a much better player, as well as a much better coach. All right, Coach Carvel Bailey, I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all a little bit later. And guess what? Even though technology tried to get the best of me, I didn't allow it to, right? Not going to allow it to. Not going to allow it to get the best of me. And you shouldn't let things get the best of you either. All right, Coach Carvel Bailey. Peace.
Yo, just so you understand it, this is Coach Carvel Bailey's program with the spirit of Bob Hambry.
This is Blessed to Ball, helping athletes, and we represent. Study your craft, your mentality leads to excellence. It's all about your mindset. We'll never stop addressing this, so be positive and not a pessimist. Confidence took James Harden higher. If you really want it, it ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be hard as carbon fiber, but we got you. From counseling to workshops, we do it. You'll go farther with a scholarship. We'll help you get recruited. Yo, anyone can dribble and shoot, but it's the ones who study basketball internally that make it to Duke University. Knowledge goes around. The game is played from the neck up and not from the shoulders down. This is Bless the Ball, helping you with obstacles. The athletes are the rocket. Bless the Ball is the rocket fuel. If you hit a wall, we can help you slowly climb it. So keep a Mamba mentality like Kobe Bryant.
Bless the ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Bless the ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Bless the ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play.
Bless the ball.
Cherish the opportunities that you have.
Bless the ball.
Use your mentality to master the craft.
Bless the ball.
Come join our team, it's a new day. Follow our steps and watch how much better you play. Yo, Coach Carvell Bailey. Hey, listen to your coach, man. He ain't no scrub off the street. That man got credentials, academic and street. Believe it, and my name is strategic.